Hi everyone, Mr. Peabody here. I'm just going to say why I think Mark McGowan, who is the Premier of Western Australia, will probably lose the next election. Did he do a good job when the COVID crisis happened? Yes, he did. He closed off the borders and he locked us down. And Western Australia, as opposed to the eastern states, has we've been able to enjoy more liberty than the eastern states. They had mask mandates, they had lockdowns, they had all this other stuff. Whereas when they closed the borders to WA, we were still pretty much free. Every so often, a little glitch would happen, and mask mandates would happen, and social distancing, all that stuff. But not to the degree that they had to deal with in the eastern states. But now we're coming up on opening up the borders on February 5th, and Mark McGowan came down and said to everybody in Western Australia, if you haven't been vaccinated, there's a whole lot of places you can't go. A whole lot of places. And it's going to extend. So it gets to the point where you won't be able to go anywhere in Western Australia without being vaccinated. I didn't want the vaccine, but Mark McGowan's basically forced me to get it because pretty soon I won't be able to buy food without the vaccine. So I've had my first dosage today. Well, sorry, not today. Yesterday. This is 2:52 a.m. in the morning, and I bought a new phone just so I could do the QR codes and provide proof of vaccination. I don't like smartphones. I use this thing. Why? I only use it as a phone. I don't like smartphones. I don't like touchscreens. But I bought this Goliath just so I wouldn't have to keep on pulling out a piece of paper. And I don't like that. But this is the restrictions that have been put on Western Australian people, and that's the way it's going to be. From January the 31st, if you can't prove that you're double vaccinated, you can't enter stores. So I won't be able to buy anything. Is this a good move? No. Is it legal? I doubt it. But here's the other point. Mark McGowan locked down WA and we were closed off for a long time, which the level of COVID-19 in WA is exceptionally low. It's incredibly low. So that's a good job. What's the bad job? Mark McGowan has done nothing, and can I repeat that, nothing, to prepare for COVID-19. So in other words, if you know that there's a pandemic and you know that it spreads very quickly through the community, you'd ramp up services. What did Mark McGowan do? He did nothing. So I can understand why he's putting all these restrictions on and why he's saying everybody to get vaccinated, even though the vaccine is not going to help you, Mark. It's not going to help you. The vaccine, it works for part of the body, for the circulatory system. It doesn't work for the respiratory system. So, Mark, you really need to ramp up hospital facilities and all that other stuff. And what would I have got the vaccine if I wasn't forced to? No. because it's not a vaccine. It's not a true vaccine. Uh, all it does is puts antibodies into your blood, but that's not going to help your whole body system. It's not any kind of immunity, and so, but yeah, Mark McGowan, I'm sorry, but the likelihood of you actually passing the next election is fairly slim. I mean, a lot of people are pretty happy with you because you kept us safe for a while, but you did nothing to prepare for COVID. And when you open the borders on the 5th of February, it's going to flood in. It will flood in. And yeah, the vaccine is not going to help. Anyway, that's all I got to say. See ya.